I'm Daniel Bedeau. I'm a Performance Analyst at Watford Football Club, and I've had epilepsy since the age of 7, so that makes 22 years since I've had epilepsy. I played football trained say 3 to 4 times a week, played once or twice a week. I've got to semi-pro level. Found out I had epilepsy at the age of 7. At first, it was all new to me and family because we don't know much about it. So I was wondering why it was happening. I was like any other child, just doing the playing about, riding bikes. Then all of a sudden I got told I can't do that. So it felt like strange and weird as to why. I was having seizures about 3 or 4 times a day, maybe sometimes more. It affected my progress in football because I was advised by the doctors to stop. That's because I used to have seizures playing football, sometimes in training, mismatches. So it did hinder my progress to go further. I reduced the amount I played football, so I wasn't playing as much as say 3 or 4 times a week. I was reduced to play once or twice a week, and this still was involved, but not as you say part-time, more rather than actually going full-time in it. As a teenager, coping with epilepsy, it was quite difficult because I missed a good chunk of school because of my frequency of seizures, which also affected my education. It was very hard because, like I said, I had to miss out a lot of stuff compared to other children were doing. They were able to go out to do, let's say, funfair rides and enjoy life as a teenager, where I had to sit back and it was more restricted because it was still, to me, I was still learning and understanding it. And like my parents said to me not to do this, not to do that, just to be safe and careful. And I wasn't able to say live a life as a normal teenager, as you would say. It felt really disheartening, but luckily I had a good few friends who supported me, and if sometimes I couldn't miss out, they will say, "Oh, let's go and do something else that we all can do." So I had a good support circuit around with me, which helped me get by.
Brain surgery that I had was in 2009, and that's when they moved the part of my brain which used to be was the main epicenter of my epilepsy. When I first had it, it reduced my seizures drastically. I went a year and a half without seizures, and now it's on a controlled level. It gave more positive outlook in life. I felt that I can do more things, and I felt I'm ready to take another step in my life and say be more independent than what I was before. I started playing football a bit more regularly. Started playing back a bit more competitive football. Went from a centre back into a goalkeeper. Just for like the 50-50 challenges in my head and all that, but I still was playing at a considerably consistent level. My family with epilepsy have been very good, been very supportive. As time went on, as they got to understand it more, they became more and more supportive, and from being younger to being now. When I was younger, they would wrap up in cotton wool, but as I got older, they gave my space because they know I know how to manage it and how to deal with it. They've been very supportive and are there if I really do need them. I thought now it's time for me to live my life and try and do things that I want to do. Obviously, couldn't make it a professional footballer at that age, so I thought I'd go down the education route and get a career in professional football. That's why I'm now here at Watford Football Club. Being at university with epilepsy, I could say this is the time where I got a strong control of my epilepsy. Got to learn to understand myself because I'm away from family who's not telling me what to do or how to do things. I'm in control. It's down to me now to take responsibility of my epilepsy. To be honest, when I was younger, didn't know what I would be when I was getting older because I was trapped in a black box. Didn't know I was confused, didn't know what to do. But no, I didn't think I would be working for such a big club right now. In my 20s, what I thought I would be doing, probably nothing, because I was by the time before, it was a negative thought because of my epilepsy. I had control of my life. and I was very negative, didn't think much of myself back then. I had an idea of what industry I wanted to go into, working in football, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to be a physio or football coach or analyst, which is a new industry in football that just recently came upon, and I gained interest in that. So I thought, let me pursue a career as a performance analyst. I'm like a coach, but I'm behind the scenes coach, so it's less pressure. Epilepsy does at times hold me back in my exercising, because at days I do feel tired, because I know that's one of my triggers. If I'm tired or a bit stressed out, it may occur if I try to push myself to do a bit of exercise. So if I know I'm feeling tired, etc., I'll take a step back and miss that session just to make sure I'm okay for the next time I do a session. I could say it does hold me back, but it's managing it the right way. As I got older, I learned to accept that I got epilepsy, which is one of the biggest things. Always talking about it and letting people around me know about epilepsy, so therefore, if I had a seizure, someone might know what to do or might be able to help me. So, talking about it and just try to continue on as normal as best I can. Watford Football Club, they're amazing when it comes to epilepsy, because they have a care package. Like if I do have a seizure, they will pay for my taxi to get home, make sure I get checked over by the medical staff that's here, give me two days off just to rest and recover and come back in fresh, even though sometimes I feel like I don't want to be at home, I'd rather be back at work, because what I enjoy is what I love. But yeah, they're very good at understanding and very supportive. If I do need to say, oh, I'm feeling a bit unwell today, or I feel very tired, I can let someone know. They say stay at home, work from home, and come back here when you feel fine. So they are very good and supportive.
I got into running about 5 years ago. I thought, because I'm an active person and obviously not be able to proceed in playing football, I thought, let me try something else that I'm good at, and I know I'm good at running. And with running, I was able to control the variables in terms of the intensity I could run at, which will also help my epilepsy. Being epileptic, helping out other people with epilepsy, I found it I became sort of like an ambassador for people with epilepsy. So I thought, why not use something that I'm good at to help raise awareness, raise money to help support people in different charities such as the Epilepsy Action, who I closely work with to consistently raise money for. Also, other charities that's been close to my heart. So I thought, why not use something that I'm good at to help raise awareness and raise money to help more people. I'll continue to do more work with charities. I've got a few more running events coming up, which I'm doing for charities. I'm doing one this Sunday coming for Imperial Trust, which is to help the local hospitals, and any more charities that pop up and that I feel that I could help, I will do something for them. For someone who's got epilepsy, I would say don't let epilepsy control you. You control epilepsy. Focus on what you can do and not what you can't do, and make that the best thing and most positive outcome of it. Know your red flags, what your triggers are, and focus on being safe.